took me to Croke Park, not on a final day with its colourful cheering throngs, but on the eve of such an occasion. See the arena in all its naked splendour. Those last-minute details. Groundsman Jimmy Carden lining the pitch, and so following in the footsteps of his father, Chicky Carden, to whom so much of the credit for the present fine sod is due. The Hogan Stand, a monument to a patriot, a structure which symbolises the outlook of the Gaelic Athletic Association. Is a gavon, a dún variag mi hall o Hogan. And as we look at modern O'Connell Street, with its lines of traffic, we cannot but recall that it was from the ruins of this torn and battered street of 1916 that Hill 16 was built. The big day, cars, lines of people outside Croke Park, many there through the night. Each of the Dublin train termini contributed its quota of enthusiasts from north, south, east and west, and in proof that the game recognises no boundaries, from Belfast, Armagh, Tyrone and other such centres come lines of special buses. The children, always interested in the colourful, in the spectacular, take part in the preparation scenes too, as cheer squads to encourage the travellers on their way. And the dealers in colours of the match, hats, badges, were decked in their paper and ribboned finery. By 1:30, crowds were clamouring for admission, but with over 74,000 people already inside, the gates had to be closed. Many of those locked out rushed to nearby houses to get some glimpse of the game, if only through the radio. Only once before did so many people see a game in Ireland, and those who came early were glad for two reasons. Number one, they got in. Number two, they saw the lads from Tyrone and the boys from Dublin contest a very interesting minor final. Taka train the nation come on lower class Gael, preve her go dangan ang akoinyo na erin. Agus a salaher ka havaimshir a falain agus shimshi dukasaka the shog no tira. However, Tyrone made full use of the wind in the second half, and outplaying their lighter rivals, once again brought the minor title to the mountains of Pomeroy. Our American cousins were with us too, men like Tom McNamara, John O'Donnell, Paddy Grimes, men whose efforts had done so much to make last year's final such a success. We went to them in 1947, they came to us in 1948. Gradually, the ceremony was moving toward its climax. Mr. Sean T. O'Kelly, the President of Ireland, and Mrs. O'Kelly arrive on the Hogan Stand and are greeted. People prominent in all walks of life are watching and are waiting. Sconnathira lahir idar Clare agus Tura. Then, to the strains of Irish martial airs, the Artane Boys Band starts the parade. No matter how often one sees this sight, it is ever a thrill. And here they are, the band, and then Mayo, led by their captain John Ford, and Cavan by Commandant John Joe O'Reilly. What 30 fine men they are, army officers, medical men, bank officials, farmers, clerks, students, but above all, footballers and Irishmen. His Grace, the Most Reverend Dr. Welsh, Archbishop of Tuam, is escorted to the field by the President of the GAA. The crowd rises, the teams face the tricolour for the national anthem. And so, any second, the crowd will let go with a cheer as the ball is thrown in and the battle for 1948 honours is on. Cavan, favoured by a strong breeze, settled down immediately, and the opening minutes, Peter Donoghue scores a point, the first of many, but one that turned out very important an hour later. For Cavan, Paddy Smith, Desi Benson, and those stalwarts John Joe O'Reilly and Simon Dignan rose to the occasion. Play out in the centre of the field sees Mayo swinging into the attack. but that attack is broken up and the crowd is certainly enjoying itself. Half-time, Cavan 3-2, Mayo 0-0. Plans are made in the dressing rooms and the band holds the stage on the field. Mayo had the wind in the second half and promptly went into the attack, and soon it was Mayo's chance to cheer, for they had a point. Back they came again, but after Langan sent to Mulderrick, Duke snapped it up and cleared up the field. But Mayo returned and had a wide. The crowd were cheering everything at this stage because the tempo was rising. Doonan takes a free, it goes upfield, and soon Joe Stafford is going on a solo run, heading straight for the Mayo goal. And it's only a matter of seconds until Mick Higgins rattles the net with the fine Cavan goal. And the crowd, well, just look at them and listen to them. All over the country the question is being asked, can Mayo catch Cavan? Can Mayo take the lead? Can Cavan prove themselves the champions that they undoubtedly are by staying out there in front? These were the questions that were to be answered only by time. And here is the answer. Doonan to Paddy Smith. Paddy Smith of Cavan clears out into the centre of the field, where Mongie of Mayo gets it, and there it is, the equaliser. And just look at the crowd, the way they cheer this scene. But all this time, Cavan are still out there in front. And Peter Donoghue has again proved himself the match winner by getting a point and putting his team in front. Cavan were the winners at the end, despite late challenges by Mayo. The crowd cheer their leaders and their heroes as the game ends. Cavan 4-5, Mayo 4-4. And so, like Paddy Riley, the Sam Maguire Cup goes back to Ballyjames. Commandant John Joe O'Reilly is presented with the cup on the Hogan stand by the president of the GAA. Well done, Cavan. Well done, Mayo. Praise Liam Liverane. And thank you both for a thrilling hour on Sunday, September the 26th.